Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 99 prediction. What is going to happen in that chapter? Well, let's take a look at Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 98 and then let's make a little bit of a decision based off that. So Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 98. What was that chapter about? Well, it was one hell of a chapter. Firstly, Luxus versus Kirin, where Kirin actually revealed that his coffin is holding a king's soul, so technically Luxus has no chance of beating him. And Luxus being pushed so far back to a corner that he is literally beaten up by Kirin. Then going to where Wendy versus Haku, where Wendy was really struggling versus Haku at the beginning, but thanks to a little bit of enchantment magic Irene did, she was able to manipulate all the dolls Haku had, and Wendy went in for Dragon Force Strike, Sky Shatter Drill, and literally destroyed Haku, and he is not out of the fight just yet, but I would say he is out of the fight for now, because he is literally unconscious. So that was a really interesting chapter where Wendy has actually really improved on her magic, because Irene even said in the chapter that I could not pull off those high enchantments because you are the person that I need to take the power from, because I am technically like your medium, you could say. So without your power, it would not have been possible, because you have to be a high enchanter in order for me to do that type of magic. So the fact that Wendy has really evolved into this powerful high enchanter mage, well, it is a sight to see, and it is really good for her because she really has been pushed back a little bit in the Fairy Tail series. But Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, she is coming out fighting and she is getting the power-ups that she more or less deserves thanks to all of her fights and battles that she's had throughout the Fairy Tail series. So really it's a good improvement for Wendy, but then again, for Haku, I don't think that should have been the way that he went out, because technically that does class as a one-hit kill. Because Haku, he was really good at dodging. He was able to use his lightning fast speed and strength to easily attack Wendy. So why is it that a Dragon Force Sky Shatter Drill, even though it is very powerful, why did it one-shot Haku? Well, he probably didn't expect it, and that's why the damage that was inflicted onto him, he probably went unconscious. But he's not out of the fight just yet, I don't believe. So in Fairy Tail 100 Quest Chapter 99, what might happen is Haku might awaken, but this time he might lose control because he might use his Dragon Force, which apparently people in the Diablos guild, if they use their Dragon Force, it's a weird type of Dragon Force where they lose control of their power. They gain immense, insane power, but at the cost of their life, because after using all of that power, their bodies start to weaken and die because they can't really hold that immense power. And technically you can't call that a Dragon Force because that's something that technically shouldn't even be allowed. So like a forbidden spell that if you use it, you die. So Haku might just accidentally use that because of all the damage he received from Wendy. So Wendy might have a round 2 versus Haku later on in the Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. That would be sick to see, because right now the Dragon Knight being knocked out by one hit. I mean, again, fair play to Wendy. She did actually use her tactics and use her power in the right way, and even with help from Irene, she was able to destroy Haku. But Haku, he looked like a much more powerful foe than that. He was definitely should have been more powerful, so the fact that he actually got one shot like that, I don't think that should have been the right way he should have gone out. So he most likely will be coming back later on. The question is when and where and how will he be able to come back, because most likely Wendy will try and meet up with the others. And one of the bigger news is thanks to Haku being knocked out, well, Natsu, Lucy and Happy are turned back to normal most likely, because Haku's magic is undone. Or is it? Because in the next chapter it should confirm one or two things. Either they still remain as dull because the magic is permanent, or the fact that they have been turned back into normal humans, but they're going to be versus a new foe, either the dead god Dragon or Suzaku. That would be an immense fight, because it'll be a rematch between Natsu and Suzaku might witness Natsu's power that is able to maybe be on par with the god dragon. Imagine that, Natsu versus Suzaku, and Natsu shows Suzaku the power that he has that can maybe even rival Selene's power. That would be an insane fight to see, and I would love to see that. But one of the main matches that I think is going to happen is it's going to be Luxus versus Kirin, and also the Azure Dragon Knight versus Gajeel. And some of you guys let me know down below, I got her name wrong. I do apologize about that. I did forget her name and I did mix it up with someone from Ellen tier, so I do apologize. But I think that is gonna be one of the main key fights that's gonna happen in the next chapter. But Laxus versus Kirin, that is also gonna be an insane fight, because now that we know that he's got a king's soul in his coffin, well, whose soul is it? How powerful is that soul, and what happens when it gets released? Does it combine with Kirin and then Kirin becomes this immense Dragon King Knight? That'd be actually a nice one. A Dragon King Knight. The power to use a dead king's soul and then imbue it with their own dragon slaying power. That actually does sound like quite a badass sort of power that Kirin most likely might have. And it might be shown in the next chapter. So this is going to be quite a pivotal chapter, and it's also going to be the last chapter before we reach Fairy Tail 100 Quest, chapter 100. Sounds funny, right? It is going to be quite an interesting chapter, I would say, where we're going to see what Natsu is going to do, where he's going to go, and we're also going to see Laxus, see if he can also surpass his limit and also fight Kirin. But I do hope that Hiro Mashima doesn't go the one-shot route, and hopefully it actually shows Laxus does get in some sort of power up or some sort of help to defeat Kirin, because I mean, I do like the one-shot sort of capability where they think about their friends, friendship, and then using all of their strength, they go in for one final punch, and that literally one-shots everyone. I do like that, but there's a certain time and place where that should be used, and in Fairy Tail, that should not be used. What it should be is the hard work and strength the person has gone through, and it should show the capabilities that person has, and even show the future capabilities that they have. So like showing unknown powers, or showing the fact that they are able to surpass their limits and be on equal footing thanks to them thinking about their friends. And then it's showing a quick fight on fight scene where they're both throwing fists at each other, punching each other, and then they go in for one final strike. That is what I believe should be a sick fight, and that is what hopefully should happen between Laxus versus Kirin. Hopefully that can happen, maybe it might not, but that is my prediction for Fairy Tail 100 Quest Chapter 99. So you guys let me know down below by dropping a comment. What do you think will happen in Fairy Tail 100 Quest Chapter 99? Do you think Laxus versus Kirin is going to be a one-slide battle between Laxus and Kirin, where Kirin is going to destroy Laxus? Or do you think Laxus has a chance to come back? And if he does, please let me know in the comments below. How can he come back, but not in a one-shot type of way where he actually just one-shots the actual guy? Please let me know by dropping a comment below. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Fairy Tail content, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you are notified whenever I upload a video to this channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't believe it. Fairy Tail 100 Quest Chapter 100 is coming around the corner, so we have done nearly 100 chapters. Wow, what an achievement, and really 100 chapters for Fairy Tail 100 Quest. I'm really happy about that. So thank you guys for watching, take care, and peace.